The pasuk says, "Vayishak Yaakov l'Rachel." Yaakov kissed Rachel. That's your pasuk. That's what you chose, right? What's the next pasuk? Vayashk es tzoin lovan achi imay. If you look in the Torah, it's literally the words under each other. Vayishak Yaakov l'Rachel, Vayashk es atzoin. Now, Vayishak and Vayashk, without Nakud, is exactly the same word. Vayishak and Vayashk. And Rachel and Tzoin is the same word. Rachelim Masoyim. Tiyoshem Esrim. Rachel and Tzoin are the same. The Torah wants you to see that he kissed the sheep and gave the Tzoin, or maybe he kissed the Tzoin and gave Rachel to drink. Whatever it is. But the Torah wants you to see Vayashkas Rachel, Vayishakas Atzoin. Vayishakas Rachel, Vayashkas Atzoin. So that's already more data.
Right.
What does it want? What does it want? You hear this show? But you have to sit down with psukim and look at all the data and put it all together and see what it says. And most things you're going to want to say are memuyat from the psukim. The psukim are going to ruin it. It's not going to let you say it. But when you figure out something that fits through all of the points, so until you mamayit it, that's one, and you have to keep on chiseling. The more you read, the more limited. Yeah, if you don't look in the pasuk, you could say anything. Once you start to read the words.
How do you explain that?
What?
How do you explain that pasuk?
That's a whole different shir. With what's drinking and what's kissing. Yeah. I have a whole shir on kissing. What is kissing? Kissing's like a trippy thing.
Kabach talks about why you close your eyes. People close their eyes when you kiss them.
Yeah. I have the Torah on that also. You close your eyes. There's two opposite reasons you close your eyes. Some people close their eyes because the maimed is such a deep word. The maimed that you're in is too large. You want to hide. The ostrich sticks his head in the sand. We're scared. We close our eyes. When something's overwhelming, we close our eyes because the matzah is too big. There's another reason you close your eyes. The matzah is too small. The reason you close your eyes when you kiss is it's not about right now. It's about forever. I don't want to be mitzumtzum to now. It's a kesher of eternity. It's all my dreams and my hopes. And it's when you kiss a child, you close your eyes. Because it's all my wishes and hopes for the kid's entire life. It's not for now. Your eyes are limiting it to what you see right now. You want them to be infinite. That's why we close our eyes and say Shema. Eyes are very limiting to one moment in time. So you can close your eyes because the maimed is too big or the maimed is too small. There's holy closing of eyes and unholy closing. You have to know why you're closing your eyes, which follows from what we talked about last week, that people are hiding. Last week the whole vart was that you can't look in the mirror. All of life is closing your eyes. But there's a holy closing your eyes.
My brother has a similar vart on Siag L'Chach Mashtika that...
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Words are definitely like that. I had that Torah by...
They're limiting.
I had the Torah that Moshe is Aral Sifasayim. He's Noilad Mahol. So Moshe sort of...
Got his arl on his mouth.
Maybe, or whatever it is, but it could be that speech is limiting. You know my word on Miriam and Basia? The Miriam Basia word, I say it as a joke almost, that the speaking part...
The speaking part is Basia and...
No, the speaking, that Miriam... You heard me say it over like in California where I was trolling those women.
Yeah.
And I said, women don't have a speaking part, and they get all nervous. Because the speaking part is smaller than a non-speaking part.
Sometimes.
Why? Because words, they talk about it like the tats kind of Torah, like Moshe Shapiro's Torah. That was like, not demeaning it, but that's like, it's machshava. It's the door into machshava, but it's all, it's still a mashal, But they talk. Tat says, I remember here saying in what's his first book?
Guide to Thinking.
Living Inspired. No, the first book was Anatomy of a Search. The second one was Living Inspired. So there he says very nice. He says that it's not his Torah. It's probably Maral's. It's Moshe Shapiro's. Brings it, quotes it. Is that Aleph is in the infinite. Beis Gimel Dalid is the beged that closed the infinite aleph. It's now contained. Speech allows you to convey ideas.
Who says that?
What?
Who says that? Because Aleph should be in the middle of somewhere in between Beis Gimel and Dalet. Then.
No, it's not. Silence is infinite, but it's not transferable. You can't give over ideas. In order to give over ideas, you have to be able to articulate sound. You have to be able to say things. The problem is that a beged is boiked. A beged is a betrayal. When you clothe something, you're taking away its true nature. Orum is totally real, is natural, is pure. The Godim are already they're limiting you, but they allow you to walk around in public. They allow you to function in the world, but it is a limiting factor. Speech is limiting the hugeness of your ideas. Like you're only as smart as your vocabulary. If someone knows the word angry, so I'm angry. You teach them that there's irate, incensed, angry, furious. You can come up with 10 different adjectives for anger. Now he has subtlety. Now he's smarter because now he can specify what kind of anger. And now there's an avenues to think. What?
Perceived as smarter.
You what?
He's perceived as smarter. He can
No, I
give
think
over
he's
more
saying
No,
knowledge.
but he's
in relation to the world.
No, you're
He's
thinking
able
words.
to
You're
think.
thinking
More
words.
nuanced.
No, that's the opposite of what we're saying because we're saying
Right,
that.
you're right. And on the deepest level, the purest level, it's the opposite because we're saying that words are created. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Are you creating words to give over ideas, or the words allow you to have the ideas?
I think the words,
They're both true.
but it's that children have memories, clear memories starting from when they knew how to talk. So the words do have something to do with
Yes,
having
yes,
ideas.
but
in your head.
but at the same time, we understand the first floor makes total sense. That words limit much larger ideas. It's now forced. There probably are an infinite amount of angers. To force me to take my anger and fit it into one of 5 categories ignores the subtlety and the nuance of my anger. But I can't think of. So which one's true? They're both.
You can say it.
It's sort of like a Kavi al Hashem, Chazak Kavi al Hashem. It's a common phenomenon in life. That there's a Kavi al Hashem before and a Kavi al Hashem after, and in between there's 2 of everything. It's whatever. It's a different. It's another shmooze. It's why you need 2 Shabbosim for Mashiach to come. It's why everything needs to have 2, because there's the first one, and then there's the one after Chayt. There's a Bayis Rishon, Bayis Sheni, Luchas Rishonis, Luchas Shnias, everything. There's milas to the pristine, total, unadulterated thing that existed in the beginning, and then there's a sophistication and a detail that comes afterwards. Which is also a good sphere of Rosh Hashanah. I can't be. I said it over here because it's a brand new idea.
What is?
I have a new idea on Sphera that
Should we do that?
it's not worked out yet, but I'll tell you the idea. Yeah.
So what's the?
No, leave it. Okay, you want to start again?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.